Hello and welcome to our discussion of the physical demand characteristics of work. I'm Dr. Leonard Matheson. The physical demand characteristics of work is an important topic because we use these tools to evaluate the physical capacities of workers. Workers in industrial jobs, men and women, workers on their own or working as a team, workers in dangerous jobs, outdoors, and workers in modern jobs that are less dangerous, outdoors as well. Back in 1973, working at Rancho Los Amigos Hospital in Downey, California, I took the Department of Labor's Dictionary of Occupational Titles Physical Demand Characteristics System and put it into this chart. 5 levels: sedentary, light, medium, heavy, and very heavy, and 3 frequencies of the weight lifted. Because I was working with cardiac patients at the time in a cardiac rehab program, I worked with cardiologists Dr. Ron Sylvester and Dr. Harry Rice to extend that chart to include the metabolic demand of work. It was published in 1975 and has gone on to be the standard in cardiac rehabilitation, where the metabolic physical demand characteristics of work are important. A few years later, in 1976, we began the work hardening program at Rancho and expanded the PDC chart from 5 levels to 8 levels. The intervening levels were useful to help patients as they went day to day and made progress in the work hardening program. Over the course of my 10-year career at Rancho and continuing for decades afterwards until his death in 2013, Dr. Vert Mooney was my mentor in a new project we developed using pictures and task descriptions to come up with a comprehensive self-perception measure, beginning with the West tool sort, continuing with the Spinal Function Sort and the Hand Function Sort, and eventuating in the Multidimensional Task Ability Profile. In these instruments, we presented pictures or drawings of people doing various tasks, along with a text description of the task. The person rated their ability from able to unable on a 5-point scale. These are tasks from the MTAP, the Multidimensional Task Ability Profile, beginning at the sedentary level and continuing up to the very heavy level on the PDC chart. One of the issues that Dr. Mooney and I and our colleagues at the U.S. Spine and Sport Foundation in San Diego worked on was integrating objective data with subjective data. We help people to understand that both sets of data are important. People tend not to be able to do what they think they can't do. And if somebody doesn't have a good sense of what they can't do, there's a decent likelihood that they will overdo it and become injured. Conversely, people with high levels of pain, for example, develop a misperception that the pain is all-encompassing and overwhelming. That doesn't allow them to develop strategies to negotiate with their symptoms, a crucial part of chronic pain rehabilitation. So we developed the Structured Task Self-Appraisal debriefing after administering one of these self-report measures. Based on the person's responses, we would use one or another version of the Structured Task Self-Appraisal prompt. As you consider doing this task, what causes you to be slightly, moderately, severely limited? As you see yourself doing this task, why do you think you're slightly, moderately, severely limited? Based upon that information, we design a functional capacity evaluation that's a just right challenge to help get a clearer picture of the link between his subjective and objective performance. For instance, in the task that you see before you, we would simulate that task to help him get a better handle on his actual work capacity, a composite measure that results in dependably demonstrated ability. So thanks for your attention. If you'd like to follow up, this paper in the Journal of Occupational Rehabilitation is a great place to start. The history, design characteristics, and uses of the pictorial activity and task sorts, PATS. So I'm Dr. Leonard Matheson. We appreciate your attention. Contact us at info@mathesondevelopment.com. Thanks very much. Take care now.